morning. Day 55. Figured it out. So yesterday was day 54. Today's day 55 because that's how numbers work. So longer-ish story for today. So last night, Chief Raccoon, All You Can Eat, and I got a ride back to Walker Pass around like 4 p.m. We had decided, we're just gonna do what we can. I wanted to get the climb out of the way, so that was at least 8 miles. Chief and I ended up being at the same spot about 10 miles, so we made it 10 miles yesterday. Raccoon and All You Can Eat, I think, made it like 7 miles. Anyways, it was windy as crap last night, like 30-mile-per-hour winds and like cold winds. And by the time we got to camp, there was no good spot to camp because we're up high at like 8,000 feet elevation. So we finally find a camp. We're gonna cowboy camp because when it's that windy, well, I like cowboy camping anyways now, but when it's that windy, you pretty much, it's miserable to set up a tent. Your tent's probably gonna blow over. Trying to cross. So we cowboy camped, and we had a little bit of a wind break, but the wind was insane. It was so insane, and I was so cold that I just hopped into my sleeping bag and whatever I had on, put my beanie on, my puffy, but just had shorts on that I wore, and this top, my hiking socks, was in my bag. And I was like, okay, I gotta wait for it to warm up because that's how the down bags work. They take time to like absorb your body heat and they puff out. Well, even with that, I was so cold, the coldest night I've had on trail. And it's because of the wind. I mean, you could feel it going through the bag. And at first I was like, this freaking sleeping bag sucks, like blah, blah, blah. It wasn't the bag. I mean, it's just not meant. Sleeping bags are meant to be inside a tent that breaks the wind. And the wind was extremely powerful and cold. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to put on all my thermal, like my base layers that I usually sleep in. Like maybe I'm being lazy. So after about an hour, I get out of my sleeping bag, which was so cold and sucked. And I put on my thermals like over my hiking clothes. So I put on my smart wool pants, my smart wool top, and my sleep socks, like over my puffy and everything. And I got back in my bag, I put on my gloves, my hat, and about in 30 minutes, so much better. So just goes to show you, like, every layer matters. Smart wool rocks, because that literally added the layer I needed. I mean, I was still a tiny bit cold, but I fell asleep within 30 minutes after that. And then I saw a lady this morning, and also, by the way, my sleeping bag is still rocks. Like, it's clearly a good sleeping bag. It's 30-mile-per-hour ice winds. Like, Chief woke up and his water bottle had ice in it, so it was clearly cold. And this lady who was southbounding passed us this morning, and she was saying the same thing. She was like, I thought my sleeping bag sucked, I was gonna return it. She was like, but I'm glad that like you guys were just as miserable. So there was like no good spot to camp, no one was safe. Yeah, just crazy cold winds also. I wonder if, oh, look at that though. Nice. And I surprisingly slept though pretty well last night. Like, I had a good spot, it was flat and it was like in this little cove, but interesting night on trail. And not windy today, I'm thankful. So just a little fun story for you. REI Magma bag, awesome. Smart wool thermals, awesome. Smart wool socks, friggin' awesome. So yeah, there you go. For my snack, So if you can see that trail that goes down to the valley floor, that's where I was at. And there's a trail right there that comes up and around. You see part of it there. You see part of it there. Wraps all the way around. And it's brought me up here. And I'm almost to the top, I think, of this climb. Basically, anytime I see a mountain like this, I know I'm going over it. It's crazy, like equivalent to that. Like I just am on top of the same mountain, basically just across from it. So, and these are about 8,000 feet mountains. And we're about to be in the Sierras, which is like 11,000 to 14,000 feet. So good little warm up.
Hi YouTube.
It's pretty dark.
Hello.
I would film more of us, but I'm scared. Good morning, day 56. It's about 7:45 a.m. I woke up around 6, so I really took my time this morning. Been doing that the past couple of days. It's been great to not like wake up and be like, I gotta get out of camp, because there's really no reason. At camp still is Raccoon and Chief, and ahead of me is All You Can Eat. Then way behind, not way behind, but like because they started a day later out of Ridgecrest, Razor and Tumbleweed are about a day behind us. So we're all planning to roll into Kennedy Meadows at different times on Sunday. So that's tomorrow. Crazy. I feel good. Raccoon and I were talking this morning how good we feel this stretch, and we don't know if it's because we're just really relaxed, like not really pushing crazy miles. Ooh, spider web. I think it's just because we know we have a lot of time. So pretty. When I say I feel good, I mean I'm still sore. I just mean nothing's like alarmingly hurting. So I have a new hip belt waiting for me, a Grumpy Bear, along with my ice axe and some extra clothes and stuff like that for the Sierras. So it's gonna feel like Christmas walking in there, because I think I got a few packages waiting for me. And yeah, just trying to come to terms with the reality that I'm going to be in Kennedy Meadows tomorrow. Watch out for your girl. All right, here we go. 17.5 miles today. We can do it. Another funny thing, well, I make myself laugh out here because sometimes you go a little crazy and you talk to yourself. So my pack's getting smaller because obviously I'm on my day before getting into a town, and I can always, if I can look back and see over it, which I can right now, then I know it's getting small. And I looked back at it and I was like, oh, it's such a baby, it's so cute and little. I'm a little day hiker today. Anyways, just trail things. My guess is we're going up and over that because the map looks like we go a little bit further down and then a big climb. So I guess as we're going up that mountain, and on the other side is Kennedy Meadows. Also tons of little bugs today flying in my face. One went up my nostril. I almost had a heart attack, but I sneezed him out. So yeah, exciting stuff. Wow. The Sierras, right there. I can see them. Snake number 3. Words do not describe how good this feels after being in the exposed sun all day. I have a heat rash on my legs, so this is great. Got ramen. I'm gonna put a tuna pack in, and all you can eat is eating the Mountain House meal. Cheeto Alfredo with chicken. We're gonna add some hot sauce. Good morning. It is day 57 and today we get into Kennedy Meadows. I think it's like 7:15, 7:30 a.m. I camped last night only 5 miles from Kennedy Meadows with with Chief and All You Can Eat. We were supposed to camp actually 4 miles before where we're at. But All You Can Eat and I got there at like 3:30. We were like, this site's not that great. Like there were ants everywhere and not a lot of running water. So we're like, let's push onto the river. And we left a note for Chief and Raccoon, like a handwritten note to like meet us 4 more miles down. Well, Chief showed up last night, Raccoon did not. So my guess is he either didn't see the note or he did and he was too tired, which I don't blame. That was a 22-mile day yesterday with that push. So Chief and All You Can Eat decided to push on to Kennedy Meadows. I've decided to wait for my trail bestie. So I'm waiting on Raccoon. I don't know how long it'll be. He's very unpredictable. I'm hoping he kind of woke up early. So I'm not here like for a super long time, but honestly, I told him I wanted to hike to Kennedy Meadows with him and I meant it, and I'm excited to see him this morning and I hope that he's on his way.
So other than that, we're gonna get into Kennedy Meadows. We're probably gonna go to Grumpy Bears, which is where they have like a restaurant, camping, showers, laundry, Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff. And tomorrow, Raccoon's dad is coming to pick us up, and we're gonna take a week off, do some side trips to San Francisco and Monterey, and yeah, just kind of enjoy ourselves because we're really early. So we're into Kennedy Meadows on May 1st, so that's extremely early. So yeah, I will update you more, guys, on everything tomorrow.
Making coffee, waiting on Raccoon, nothing better. Here in Mountain Stream. Oof. Okay, well, it's 9 a.m. and I started walking because I don't really want to wait any longer. I woke up at 6 and everyone left camp at 6:30, so I've been waiting for over 2.5 hours. So sorry, Raccoon, I really did want to wait for you and I did commit. I've literally had my own karaoke session for like an hour and a half at camp, but I'm not sure where you're at and I don't know what your plan is or if you just are slow rolling it today. So I'm kind of ready to head out. Couldn't sit there any longer, so miss you, buddy. Sorry we couldn't walk in together. Maybe you'll catch me. And now I'm gonna roll into Kennedy Meadows alone, which honestly, like, is maybe the way it was meant to be, because I am on this trek alone, and yeah, I got myself here, and maybe that's just the way it's supposed to work out today. So it'll be a nice moment to myself, I guess, when I see the sign, to know that I've made it this far. Like, just crazy, y'all. But I'm not there yet. I think I got like 2.5 miles to 700, mile 700, and I think I have like another 2 miles after that to like get off into Grumpy Bear. So here we go. It looks more like a biker bar. Chief is sewing his own on his shoes.
Good for you. It's probably good that I came in tonight
That's one of those like Scream and Sweet Caroline.
was there karaoke last night?